In 2022, a neuroscientist named Ethan Cross sat across from a woman in Ann Arbor, Michigan. She'd been broken up with 8 weeks earlier. She told him she was fine. Then he put her inside an MRI machine. He showed her a photo of her ex, and her brain lit up. Not in the memory regions, not in the emotional regions, in the pain regions. The exact same area that activates when you burn your hand on a stove. Her brain wasn't remembering him. It was hurting. Physically. Measurably. In real time. She looked at him after the scan and said, "So I wasn't being dramatic?" He said, "No. You were in pain. Actual pain. Echoed lives. We make psychology feel like your best friend explaining your life back to you. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why your brain won't let them go. And it has nothing to do with weakness, or not being over it, or loving them too much. It has to do with how your brain was built, and what it thinks it's protecting you from. Let's get into it. Cross published his findings through the University of Michigan in 2011. But a follow-up team at Stanford expanded the research in 2022. They scanned 40 people who'd experienced romantic rejection in the past 6 months. Every single one of them showed activation in the dorsal anterior cingulate cortex. That's the brain's physical pain processor. Your brain doesn't file a breakup under sad memory. It files it under threat to survival. And here's why that matters. When your brain registers physical danger, it keeps scanning for it. It stays alert. It replays the moment the danger happened. Over and over. Not to torture you, to protect you from letting it happen again. That's what's happening when you replay the last conversation at 2 a.m. Your brain isn't being dramatic. It's doing its job. It just hasn't learned yet that the danger is gone. In 2010, Helen Fisher at Rutgers University did something no one had done before. She put people who'd just been dumped into brain scanners. Then she showed them photos of their ex. The area that lit up was the ventral tegmental area. That's the brain's reward and craving center. It's the same area that activates in people addicted to cocaine. Fisher published this in the Journal of Neurophysiology. She called it romantic rejection resembling substance withdrawal. Here's what that actually means in daily life. You don't think about your ex because you miss them specifically. You think about them because your brain is craving a hit of something it used to get. Dopamine, oxytocin, the feeling of being chosen. Those chemicals were real. Your brain built a dependency on them. And now they're gone. So it does what every dependent system does. It obsesses. It searches. It replays. Trying to find a way back to the feeling. Real quick, if this is finally explaining something you've been confused about for months, hit subscribe. We post every week. This is exactly what we're here for. In 2003, a psychologist named Roy Baumeister published a paper on what he called the need to belong. He found that the human brain treats social rejection as a fundamental threat, not a social problem, a survival threat. But here's the specific part that explains your situation. His research showed that the more uncertain the relationship was, the harder the brain works to process the loss. Not the relationship that was clearly over, the one that kept you guessing, the hot and cold one, the almost one, the one where you never fully knew where you stood. Those relationships don't just hurt more when they end, they stay longer. Because your brain never got closure inside the relationship. It was already in a chronic state of processing. And when it ended, that processing just continued. It had nowhere to land. Psychologists call this the Zeigarnik effect. Your brain holds unfinished things tighter than finished ones. An ex who gave you certainty can be grieved. An ex who never did gets replayed instead. In her memoir, Heartbreak, published in 2022, journalist Florence Williams flew to Norway. She went to a grief researcher named Paul Gilbert. She asked him, why doesn't time just fix this? He told her something that stayed with her. He said, time doesn't heal anything on its own. What heals is what happens inside the time. Williams had been told the same thing everyone gets told after a breakup. Give it time. You'll move on. It gets easier. And she sat with that for months, and nothing moved. Because her brain was still scanning, still replaying, still trying to solve the unfinished thing. What actually helped her wasn't waiting. It was giving her brain new inputs, new physical experiences, new social connection, new challenges. Not to distract herself, but to give her brain something else to process, to crowd out the loop. Her book was reviewed in The Atlantic in January 2022. The headline was, "Heartbreak is a medical condition." She was right. And you can't just think your way out of a medical condition. You have to move through it. In 2017, researchers at the University of Missouri published a study on breakup recovery. They followed 210 people over 9 weeks after a breakup. They split them into 3 groups. One group reflected on their feelings. One group did neutral daily activities. One group was given reappraisal training, learning to reframe the relationship differently. The third group recovered faster, not because they stopped feeling, but because they helped their brain reframe the threat. The brain held onto the ex because it filed them under important to survival. The reappraisal group slowly, not forcefully, moved them to a different file. Someone who was significant, but who was no longer in the picture. You don't have to stop loving them to do this. You just have to stop letting your brain treat their absence like an emergency. That takes time, but it also takes intention. If you're watching this at midnight because you searched their name again and couldn't explain why, your brain isn't broken. It's grieving something it classified as essential, and it's doing the only thing it knows how to do, looking for the way back. The real reason you can't stop thinking about your ex isn't that you're weak. It isn't that you've loved too much. It's that you're human. And human brains were never designed to lose someone they loved and feel nothing. They were designed to fight for connection, even after the connection is gone. So tonight, one thing. Name what your brain is actually looking for. Not them specifically, the feeling they gave you. And ask yourself, where else could that feeling come from? Leave a comment. Tell us, what part of this finally made it make sense? We read every one. Take care of yourself tonight.